Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Trader Stories podcast here with Hola Prime. Today, we're joined by a very special guest, one of our 100K funded account holders, Mohsin, who has a payout, or who will be receiving a payout on his payday of $1,709. So, really good stuff. Mohsin, thank you so much for coming on. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me here, and I'll be glad to share my experience.
Awesome. Well, it's a pleasure
Mhm.
having you here. So Mohsen, we're going to kick it off a little bit to get to know you and your trading history. So I guess the
Mhm.
first question is, where did it all start for you trading wise?
Actually, I mean, I've been dabbling into it on and off for a while, uh, but I think like most folks, until 2018, 2019, it was more of a side thing, just here and there, sneak in at work and then check your trades or place your
Yeah,
trades, um, that kind of stuff. But then COVID happened. And during COVID, when we all got locked in to our homes, and so that gave me a little bit of time to zoom out and start, looking at things a little bit more detail. And trading has always been on my mind. And, I wanted to get a little bit more experienced, and I wanted to do more. So that was perfect timing. You can only spend so much time with your cats or dogs or families. So I said, okay. Let- I started dabbling into that, and then studied a little bit and different, instruments from stocks to futures, Forex, and all that. Like I said, I've done a little bit of Forex before that, but then I started really studying the charts and then some techniques and stuff. Because no matter what people tell you, it's not random. It's
no,
you really have to do your homework and you know what you're doing. If you want to be, you want to sustain it for longer term and then become a profitable trader. But if you just sit there, click, 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 and hope and pray on your knees, you'll definitely
no,
lose money.
absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's what started, and then then later on, and there I was using my own money. So obviously, with Forex, you need a lot of money to to do any kind of decent trading, decent
yeah,
profit. And then I came across these prop firms. Actually, I think a friend of mine who introduced me to this, and then that seemed pretty intriguing, and said, okay, let me explore some more, and let's see. Okay, so if I'm getting someone else's money to trade with,
mm,
nothing better than that. But so I started buying some challenges here and there with different farms. But like I said earlier, if you don't know what you're doing, even that money disappears
yeah,
quickly because you need to have your discipline, you need to have your risk management strategy, psychology, and all that stuff to
yeah,
do that. So I learned over time, and then uh, it slowly started paying off. And now the next challenge was to do different prop firms. Now
mm,
I'm sure, as you know, there are 20 different prop firms,
yeah,
offering different products. So I tried a few and then came across the Hola Prime. And not because I'm talking to you, honestly, I've been very, very happy, very satisfied because I mean, the rules are basically transparent, right? I mean,
yeah,
because anybody who's handing you money to trade with, you have to follow the rules, follow the
of course.
guidelines, right? Yeah, obviously there's some prop firms, their rules are ambiguous, they're kind of hard to understand. But with Holoprime, I mean, it's been straightforward. And as a matter of fact, this is my second payout that I would be requesting.
Oh, very
So
good.
I already had that one payout. So no, it's been good. And like I say, I can't say enough good things about you guys.
Oh, that's really
Keep
good
it
to
up.
hear. Really good to
Mhm.
hear. And we're glad to have you on board. I mean,
Yeah.
looking at your statistics, you're doing very, very well. And,
Mhm.
we like traders like yourself who are consistent, who understand that
Mhm.
trading is a long-term goal rather than quick wins. because we can measure and track that data a lot better. Someone who is consistent, few percent every month, perfect, perfect. That's the way forward, and you really, you do that perfectly. I would
Thank you.
um I would love to know a little bit about your strategy if it's possible. And if possible, if you could
Hmm.
show it on your charts, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I'll see if I can. But Sammy, I mean, don't get me wrong. I try to keep it simple.
Yeah.
I try not to complicate things and stuff because honestly, I can probably show you a picture of from the charts that my friends use. They got like 100 different squiggly lines going all over the place. And you got, the bars here, there, the support and this
Yeah.
and then and all kinds of different indicators on there. I mean, just my head spin when I look at it.
Yeah.
So I keep it simple. Most of the time, I'm just looking at the EMAs, the exponential moving averages and true range, and look at this at 9 or 21 EMAs when they're crossing up, crossing down, and then by your sweet spot where you can go long or short. Yeah,
Sure.
so that's kind of stuff. Let me see if I can show you real quick.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Um,
I
and
mean,
and basically, I use like trading view
yeah, yeah.
to do all my charting and then do the studying and stuff. So let me find that chart here. I try to have some of the stuff open already because I knew you'd ask.
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, so basically this trading view, I'm sure you're familiar with
Hmm.
the program here. And if you look at it, you know, this is my 9 EMA exponential moving average. This is my uh, 21 EMA. And so when I'm getting ready for the trade and stuff, and you can tell my by my history or my journal, which by the way, you guys do a good job in keeping the journal
Yeah.
in the dashboard, so I don't have to write it down. But I take normally one trade a day.
Hmm.
I try not to overtrade, have too many trades. I mean, sometimes, yes, accidentally, maybe I'll put the wrong number in a quick 5 second, 10-second trade. I cancel it right away, but then
Yeah.
uh, I'll set it up and then review it and go with it. So as you can see that this crossing 9 and 20 and as here.
Hmm.
So, but I don't jump in right away. Like here, yes, it was crossing down and stuff. I could have gone short, but then you get confirmation that it starts to go back up, and then it went down. So
Yes.
it would have been good trade is gold, which and again for the simplicity I used that like gold, U.S. gold and yeah, U.S. dollar, Japanese yen, couple of pair like euro, USD sometimes. But
Yeah.
so again, not 20 different things, then you get confused, lost, and so because honestly, Simon, technical analysis and so what you do is the same.
Yes.
When you look at one pair, two pair, yeah, some are more active than others. And given the geopolitical situation right now and so much news-driven stuff going on, you need to pick the right pair.
Hmm.
And gold, as you know, been on tier lately. I mean, it's just setting up new records
Yeah.
almost every other day. It's going up and up. So the momentum's there and people are trading and the volume is there and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's why I said, okay, let's trade gold for a while because it's have eyes on it and a lot of traders are on
Sure.
it. So it gives you some volatility and some volume. So that's what you need for your trades. Uh, and then for the USD or Japanese yen using Forex the same thing, because all this global stuff going on with tariff and this and that. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of it too, right?
Yes.
So that's why. So if you look at the volume here, I mean, it's pretty decent volume. I
Hmm.
mean, and it's active market right now. It's open, so it looks like no, it's pulling back. So honestly, probably if I wasn't in the meetings all day, I would have maybe
You
taken
would have
a
taken that.
trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, do a little sell order here, so. But also, I stayed. We talked about earlier in your bullet points, the risk management and stuff. So
Mm,
when I'm placing the trade, we're using Match Trader, by the way. So when I'm confirmed trade here, I go and put in. So I always have, as part of the risk management, I do my TP, like take profit and stop loss in place
sure. Yeah.
because I cannot sit there. I don't want to sit there and watch the trade happening, and then I'll be sitting there for hours. And so I'll set and forget.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm looking for, and I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to be a millionaire overnight. Like slow and steady,
Hmm.
you trade. So what I do, I mean, I set up my stop loss like 1.5 to 2% from where I entered the trade, and take profit at 2.5%, basically.
Yeah.
So if I can do that consistently, maybe 2, 3 times a month on one prop firm,
Hmm.
because I do have, I told you earlier that I do dabble into other prop firms as well,
Yeah.
um, to see which one is performing better, better rules and payout processes. So if I'm doing it, let's say two prop firms,
Hmm.
and it gives me 2% twice a month, for example, payout.
Yeah.
It's every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So that adds up, right?
Of
So
course.
I get 4% from one prop firm, one firm with a 100K account, you do the math.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
um,
Yeah.
right.
It's
So that's why I don't want to
incredible.
greedy. I don't want to overtrade, do all the other stuff. So
Yeah.
it's working for me. Hopefully it will keep working.
Yeah.
And
No.
then, and so there we are.
I
That's what we do.
I want to say I love how your charts look. Very simple, like you said. It's not cluttered, easy to read.
Hmm.
You know exactly what you're looking for. The moment
Hmm.
the EMAs cross over, you're not just jumping in, you're waiting for that confirmation, that retest to give you that confirmation. Your risk management's on point. You're not over trading. You're doing everything perfectly.
I'm
And
trying. I'm
your
trying.
results,
Because if you look at, I'm sorry to cut you off, but if you look
no,
at on
no.
the left here, you can see a little bit crowded, a little bit more.
Yeah,
And that's part of my confirmation is true, like a bias here and there. So I have a little
sure.
bit of code running here just to give me a little bit more confidence that, okay, it's telling me to buy, but do I blindly go in there and just boom, execute the trade? No.
Yeah,
So I'll take that and look at this. Then I'll look at like something like, average true range or RSI, just a glance. So when things coincide, they start all saying the same thing, go
hmm,
long or short. So even if the 80% of your indicators, which again, keeping simple, when I say 80%, it's like 4 or 5 indicators, but when majority of them are insane, it gives us confidence.
of
Of course,
course.
no guarantee that any trade will work,
Yeah.
because that's what the market is. And the market never tells you that, okay, you will be a successful trader 100% of the time. Somebody tells you they can do that, they're probably lying and run the other way.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because there's no
No.
such thing, the 100% win rate.
No, you're absolutely right. You only need a small edge and really good risk management and keep your emotions in check, and then you'll be amazed at the results. And you figure that out, you've put it into practice, and the results show for themselves. So, really, thank you for sharing that.
No, I could
Stop
stop
sharing the
sharing
screen.
here.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can do that.
perfect.
There, we're back. Okay.
Awesome. So, really like the strategy. Love how clean your charts are. They're not cluttered. It's really, really nice. And we find that people are more successful the more simple they make trading. That when they overcomplicate it, like you said, it just confuses people. It's too many different.
Absolutely.
Everything is just telling one thing's telling you to buy, the other's telling you to sell. You just never really stick to one principle.
Right.
But
And only the other thing I would add, especially right now, because again, if you get too many indicators and too many signals, you'll be confused. But as we all know right now, it's a very, very news-driven market.
Mm,
Fundamental
absolutely.
and technicals are working, to a degree. But if you look at it, just like today, yesterday we had a news come out that okay, court has stopped all reciprocal tariffs.
Hmm.
Boom! All of a sudden, future jumped 2.5, 3% overnight,
Yeah.
and then this morning it fizzled out and then it came down. So that's news. I mean, that has nothing to do with if the company has good earnings or, they got a new contract or whatever. But it just the news broke and boom, market
Yeah.
spiked.
That's it.
So we have to keep that in mind as well.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. I
Mhm.
do want to talk about trading psychology because obviously that's the other half of the equation, right? Even the best
Mhm.
strategy in the world, you'll lose money if you're not, you know, uh, disciplined, and keep your
Right.
emotions in check. How did you overcome the trade psychology part?
Good question. So if I go back to the COVID time where I was learning
Yes.
more disciplined learning and stuff, that uh, there I made a mistake, jumped in and started trading
Hmm.
right away. And that was mostly like stocks and futures and stuff. Lost money
Yeah.
quickly because I didn't have proper risk management and I didn't. And so what I did when I lost money, okay, now I panicked. Oh, what happened? Now I'm gonna
Yeah.
lose money. And it was not even all Forex yet, it was just mostly the stocks and all that stuff. So I said no, that backed out. So I started learning, watched some YouTube videos and couple of books on trading psychology and stuff. I read all that, and then I realized that okay, of course you have to have proper technique,
Hmm.
proper risk analysis and stuff going into a trade, and more importantly, go in with an exit plan.
Yes.
That if this happen, you do this. Because if you don't go in with a plan, you can DCA all day long, and you're just gonna keep throwing in good money after bad money
Yeah.
into it, hoping and praying that okay, it's gonna turn around. I have averaged down to this, and then market has its own mind, and it'll teach you
Yeah.
very quickly and humble you that no.
Yeah.
So I think having proper risk management, that's where, and don't be discouraged if you got five losing trades in a row.
Hmm.
Because if you have done your homework and if you have done everything right, but it's still, like I mentioned earlier, it's a news-driven market. Anything can happen. The factors are outside of your preparation and your
Yeah.
analysis. You'll have losses.
Yeah.
So, but if you have controlled your losses, you're giving up 1%, 2% on a trade, then you still have money to trade the next day or the next
Yes.
day. Because a lot of people, if you don't go in with a plan and you lost 5%, oh my God, next day is 10%.
Yeah.
Now your trading capital is vanished and you're down to maybe portfolio sitting at maybe 5 or 10%. And they say, okay, I'm done. I don't want to trade.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
that's where your mind starts to play games and you just take yourself out of the game and your money's gone.
Yeah.
So if you want to stay in the game for longer term, all those things that we just talked about, keep it simple, keep it, don't be greedy. Make
Hmm.
small trades, small targets, 1%, 2%. On 100K, 1 or 2, 3% is a
Good
decent amount,
money.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So don't go, okay, I'm going to sit there, I'm going to go for 10%.
Hmm.
And next thing you know, you've reached and your account is gone.
Yeah.
Right. So, and that's why if you notice on my payout request as well, as soon as I hit the target,
Yeah.
2.5, maximum 3%, I will pause,
Yes.
you know. And even though if it's a week away, my payout date,
Yeah.
I have patience. I can wait.
You're locking in your profits. You're securing it. You're
Right.
not. You're not.
Right. Because if I'm greedy and I keep trading,
Yeah.
those 2.5, 3% will disappear. it'll go the other way, and then you may even lose your funded account.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely
That's
right.
even plays even bigger sack
Yeah.
on your mind. And that's, oh my God, I worked so hard to pass the challenge. I got funded,
Mm,
and now my funded account is gone too.
yeah.
So, I mean,
It's
it
a lot more
happens,
painful.
but if you stay disciplined, I
Yeah.
think you can minimize the risk.
Absolutely. I think your way of looking at trading as a whole is fantastic, and really I hope the viewers are studying what you're saying, really writing it down, taking it
Mm,
in, and actually putting it to action, because everything you're saying is exactly what
mm,
traders should be doing if they want long-term success. It's there's no ifs or buts. That is the only way, unless you have a magic ball that can see into the future, which no one has. It's the
mm.
only way to do it. And I
I mean, what
really,
gets the retail, yeah, what gets the retail investor is, that when you start trading, boom, you hit 5%,
yeah,
10% on your first two, three trades. And that can give you a false sense of security.
yes,
You think you're the hot shot on Wall Street and you can
yeah,
just can do no wrong. And then you start taking bigger risks.
yeah,
And that's where
yeah,
the starts.
yeah. The bigger the reward, the bigger the risk, and
Right. Absolutely.
yeah. So, especially when it
Mhm.
comes to trading, you can only take so much risk before it's all over. If you had unlimited money, then well, okay, sure, but we live in the
Yeah,
real
that's
world.
true. Absolutely.
But
Mhm.
absolutely
Yeah.
fantastic. Mohsin, I would love to talk a little bit about Ola Prime and your experience so far.
Mhm.
So, in all honesty, how's it been?
Mhm. Okay, again, you can turn the camera off now. Because it sounds like, I'm talking to Hola, so I'm going to praise. But honestly, and I think I responded in my email as well, which was the honest review, that I can name other prop firms, but I intentionally will not. I have like six different prop firms
Hmm.
that I've worked with. And one of them, and just to give you an idea or comparison, one of them they paid out twice,
Hmm.
and when getting close to my third payout, shut me down,
Wow. Any
canceled my
particular
account.
reason or
No reason, absolutely no breach. Within all the guidelines and rules and everything that was there. And I tried emailing, calling, chat
yeah,
multiple times. No answer. I mean, they couldn't give me even a response let alone explanation
yeah,
that why the account is suspended, gone.
terrible.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm not doing any business with them.
Mm.
And then so Hola Prime, I've been using for a little while now, and so far, like I said, it's my second payout.
Hmm.
Been very, very pleased. Your rules, your guidelines, and stuff right there on the website, very transparent, not very strict, like some other platforms.
Yeah,
That if you did this, you're gone, and if you breathe four times in a second, you're gone. So
yeah,
very, very clear rules and guidelines, and if you follow them, I think Hola is your friend right now, and
yeah,
it's been working well for me. I
absolutely.
have recommended to a few friends of mine, and
Oh, thank you, thank you.
yeah,
Well, that's fantastic to hear, and we really hope that you stay with us and keep doing what you're doing. Just don't change. Do exactly what you're doing. Rinse and repeat every every month. That's ideal.
if you keep doing what you're doing, pay me, I'll stay for a long time.
Perfect. Because you're the type of client and trader we want to have on our platform. When we
Appreciate it.
say we
Thank you.
want professional traders, you embody what a professional trader is to us,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Um, yeah, so it's a beneficial partnership for both of us, and yeah, we're really happy to have you on board. I'll ask one last question, then I'll let you go. A lot of people watching are going to probably not in your position at this moment in time. They wish they were. They're probably struggling right now to make things work with trading. What is one piece of advice you could give to that person?
Discipline,
Mhm.
right? You have to. to be disciplined and patient. Like everything I've said in a few minutes ago, don't try to rush things
Yeah.
because trading it's not easy.
Hmm.
If it was easy, everybody would be trading and there will be nobody working with other jobs.
Yeah.
To sit in front of your computer, click, click, click. I made $5,000 and I'm done. No,
Yeah.
it's not easy. Uh, it requires a lot of homework. Whatever instrument you want to use for trading, it could be Forex, futures, stocks, bonds, whatever you're comfortable with. Uh, Go back and read about the trading psychology, risk management, what moves the market. I mean, like Forex, for example, is the largest market in the world,
Yeah.
trillions of dollars traded revenue. And what moves the Forex market not necessarily will move the stock market
Hmm.
or the futures. That there are different forces behind.
Yeah.
So I would say education. Go learn about whatever trading instrument you want to use. And if you want to make trading as your business or earning vehicle, just be patient.
Yeah.
Learn a few things. Take one or two challenges here and there. I mean, this platform idea is wonderful. And if you don't do Forex, you can do futures,
Hmm.
which cost even less to get in. And then, you know, but don't treat challenges or you know, just the platform accounts as free money.
No. Yeah.
Don't. Just treat it as your own money and treat or trade the challenge accounts same as you would trade the funded account.
Hmm. 100%.
Because I think the big mix, I made that mistake myself in the beginning that um, I was doing futures,
Hmm.
uh, platforms and stuff. So when you buy a 100K account, right, in futures especially, you are not getting $100,000 to trade with.
No.
You only trading with if it's whatever the threshold, like 5K.
Hmm.
If 5K is where you're going to be liquidated, uh,
Yeah.
the liquidation, your loss, that's the amount, the 5K you're dealing with. That's what you're trading with. So your trade size will be accordingly.
Mm.
You take one contract, maybe one MES or one or one MNQ mini account contracts. Take one or two because you only have 5K to play with,
Yeah.
not 100K. Once you have mastered that, then you go to the next level. Maybe you
Yeah.
do two or three MNQs and so on. So I think getting education and then be disciplined, they'll be fine.
Yeah. Very well said. 100% agree. Mohsin, thank you so much for coming on, speaking with me today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Same here. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
All
And
right, take
thank
care.
you to the viewers for watching. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, turn on channel notifications, do all that good stuff. And also join our Discord. There's a button down below. It's completely free to join. And it's a community we've built full of traders sharing ideas. You get live AMA sessions with our coaches and lots of other good stuff on there too. And it's completely free. So go ahead, click the Discord button, join. You'll be thankful you did. But once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Mohsin, for coming on, and we'll see you again very soon. Take care.
Hola Prime, trade with transparency.